everyone, in today's video I am going to be talking to you about all the different guinea pig sounds that you can hear. I've never really made a video about the sounds, and because guinea pigs have such a vast vocabulary compared to a lot of other animals, I find that quite fascinating about them, as a lot of other animals only have a very minimal vocabulary, if you like. So guinea pigs do have a lot of different sounds which they make, and people are often confused about what exactly do these sounds mean, so I thought I would address that in today's video. Okay, so the first and probably the most common sound that you will hear is weaking. This is a really great sound because, you know, it's when your guinea pigs are about to get fed, and it's quite a nice sound to hear compared to a lot of the other ones which are associated with dominance. So this sound is purely because the guinea pigs are wanting to get your attention. Now, I always think, in the wild would they naturally weak? And then I think, well, obviously not, because I feel like they've adapted this sound because since they've been domesticated, I feel like that's when the sound came about. This is their way to get people's attention. So often if you rustle a bag or open the door, your guinea pigs are hearing sounds when you're around at about the time they will be fed. This is when it's common to hear the sound. So this sound is purely just associated with the guinea pigs wanting food. The next noise that some guinea pigs make is this very curious and explorative type of noise. This is a sound which is most commonly heard when guinea pigs are exploring a new environment. I believe it's just out of curiosity and being inquisitive, because they are exploring new things and they're just chatting to each other. So this is just a sound which is very commonly heard when guinea pigs are exploring a new environment. For example, a lot of people get their guinea pigs out for floor time, so if you're getting your guinea pigs out for floor time, they are probably, or they may make this noise because it is quite common when they are placed in a new environment or an environment that they're not very familiar with, and I believe this is just out of being curious and just showing an interest in their surroundings. So sound number 3 is teeth chattering. Teeth chattering is generally associated with dominance, and there is no real other explanation for this sound. So this sound is often occurs when you have two males who are being dominant towards each other, and this is their way of sorting out the hierarchy. So they will have a stand up to each other, and this is a very common time to hear this noise. It is not just exclusive to male guinea pigs, it can also be heard with females, and quite often too. It's just, in my experience, when I used to have boars together, this is when I would hear it a lot more because the boars tended to argue and fall out a bit more. So with the females, this is still very common. They have a lot of squabbles. Possibly if the guinea pigs upset each other or get too close, then they can often show this aggressive sound. Sound number 4 is rumble strutting. This is again more common in males, but it's definitely possible to hear it in females too, and I personally have heard it with my females, but I again have heard this sound more with male guinea pigs. So this sound is common when you are introducing guinea pigs. It is their way of working out who is the boss guinea pig. And often if you have a group of guinea pigs which have already been established, then you go and introduce more guinea pigs. It's quite common for them to rumble strut at the new arrivals, if you like. They are obviously the boss guinea pigs, the guinea pigs who are already there, and when new guinea pigs are coming into contact with them, then they want to show them who is the boss guinea pig. I used to hear this sound a lot when I had two males living together. They would do this a lot of the time because they had a lot of difficulty deciding which one of them was the boss guinea pig, and they never resolved this, so they had to be separated. Sound number 5 is purring. I often hear this when my guinea pigs are startled or scared by an unusual noise which they're not familiar with. So I often hear this, say for example, if I knock something over and all the guinea pigs will freeze and then they will make this purring sound. So I believe that this is more out of fear than anything else. But I have heard this on other occasions, for example, when I've been petting one of my guinea pigs, which I don't do often, but if I just give them a little stroke, then they often make this noise. So it can be associated with different feelings and different moods within the guinea pig, but I often hear this when they are startled or scared by a loud noise or something that they are not quite familiar with. Sound number 6 is chirping. This sound is fairly rare and you are not guaranteed to hear this as a guinea pig owner. In my experience, I have heard this 2 times, so I have been quite lucky. Now, both times this occurred with Oreo, so I've not heard it any other times, but they've both been with my guinea pig called Oreo. She gets very scared easily, so one time they got scared by something, all the guinea pigs ran away. She just stayed where she was. She went into this trance and would not move. She got completely freaked out. Then started making this chirping noise. So in my experience, this noise is out of the guinea pigs being afraid of something. Now there's a lot of controversial ideas. A lot of people think it's out of them being happy and they're sort of doing a little song type thing. And I don't really, in my experience, I've not heard it in a positive way. Both times it's been because my guinea pig has been scared, and that is when I heard chirping. So the next sound, I don't really know the name for this. I don't know if there is an exact name, but this sound is heard often when guinea pigs are standing too close to each other. Then they can get a little bit unsettled and it can make them feel a little bit uncomfortable, and they will make this little sound to just warn the guinea pigs away and just hint to them to give them a little bit of space. So I've heard this sound quite a lot when feeding my guinea pigs vegetables. If one of the guinea pigs comes too close and tries to take the vegetable out of the other guinea pig's mouth, because you know how greedy guinea pigs are, that is when I often hear this sound. The next sound I'm going to be talking about is a type of squeal that guinea pigs can sometimes make. This is quite unpleasant as it's often shown when guinea pigs are in pain or they are uncomfortable. So in my time with owning guinea pigs, I have heard this from Ruby. She was, I believe she had trouble passing her feces and she got very uncomfortable, she got all hunched and made this really awful squeaking noise. We sorted the problem out and it doesn't happen anymore, but she used to do it a lot when she was urinating, and I believe this was due to a UTI. If your guinea pigs have been squealing like this, then you should be monitoring them quite closely, as it may be a sign that something's not quite right. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. I know it can be very confusing when understanding the guinea pig's language because they have very unusual sounds and quite a lot of them. It's quite specific to guinea pigs and it's not very common in other animals, which is why people are often quite confused about it and ask me quite a lot of questions. So I hope this helped you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!